Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Amiga Raytracing webcast. And today we are doing the episode 36, and this is the fifth part of doing the landing gear for our space shuttle. Um, before I go on, I would like to also point you to the Patreon page, which is on patreon.com Muadib3D, and on the YouTube channel also. The same goes for there here, youtube.com at Muadib3D. And if you guys have any questions about everything, installation, ray tracing techniques, modeling, and whatever, just email me here at muadib3d at gmail.com. Okay. So let's get started with our today's topic. So in today's episode, we are going to be doing the ankle of the landing gear. I'll show you exactly. I mean, I made some changes in the planning, in planning the landing gear and the rigging about it. So I added one more component, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So what we had before is this rig. So our plan was to make the upper part, the lower part, and the foot. Okay, upper leg, lower leg, and the foot. And this is how that would be moving. Okay, so that would be doing only a limited pitch rotation only. Okay, but if you think about it in engineering terms, so let's say you have a somewhat irregular terrain and you want to land on it, and you want the foot following that terrain, so that you will safely, you would be able to land in a plane, but you want the foot to follow the movement of the terrain. So I added one more axis. So this is the pitch rotation. This is a rotation on the x-axis. So we should also have a rotation on the z-axis. So that's why I made this an enhanced model of it. So I added one more component here, which is an ankle. Let's say if this is the upper leg, the lower leg, the ankle, and the foot. Okay, so that is how that would look. Okay, so you have two axes to play with only one handle. Okay, so that is what the plan is all about now. Okay, I made a small animation also to show you what it is like. Let me make a yeah. So that shows how the system works now with this added component. Okay. So in today's episode we will be modeling the ankle here. Great. Before we do that, we have one thing to take care of, and that is let me see. That is surfacing the lower leg we modeled in the previous episode. So let's see what's going on here. There we have this one, this guy here. Okay, so let me save that. Save scene on the 36th. There. Okay, so my So this is how I've modeled my lower leg, the lower leg in the stage 4 of the lower leg, which is actually, let me take care. No, wait, I have a picture, I think. No matter. It doesn't matter. So let me disappear everything else there beside the and take care of also that there. So let me see. That is what my surfacing looks like. I can also let me go there. Which is exactly here. So this is what I've done in terms of surfacing, which is quite simple. It's nothing too complicated yet. Okay, so let's take a look on the surfacing. So I have front gear lower. I have first of all, I have the metallic part, which is like the chrome-like part. Okay, that is a grayish a grayish color. Now the diffuse level is 50%, and the 50% that is missing is going to the reflectivity, which is another 50%. As we've said, reflectivity and diffuse, they should be completing each other to a total of 100% under normal in normal nature-like scenes, unless you want to do something else. Anyway, the specular level stays at medium or perhaps high, actually, and its amount is 100. Then you have I've smoothed my polygons into 89.5, and which actually even a 45 degree value would work well here. Okay, and then I've added a small bump map where I have exaggerated on the y-axis. Okay, the texture size is 0.001 x. On the y it is 15, and on the z is 0.001 again. Okay, the amplitude is 5%. I don't want it to be too evident, and the frequency is on 1. All the other values are on default. What else? That was quite simple. By the way, in the reflectivity, if you click on the reflection options, I have chosen to ray trace everything plus the backdrop. Okay, so that goes for the metallic options actually. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is the white part, which is a copy of the upper legs white surface. Okay, so we have a 95% diffuse level completed by the 5% reflectivity here. The same goes for the reflection type. Then you have a specular level and a high glossiness. Again, smoothing at 42 degrees, quite okay. And here the color is almost white, 250 for all 3 channels. Okay, that is our white. Then we go to gold 1. I think the gold one is the more orangish, like copper-like gold. Okay, which has diffuse 40, reflectivity 40, specularity at 100, and I have color highlights on high here, and this is the same ray tracing and backdrop for that too. Smoothing goes to 20%. We don't want that too much, otherwise we get unwanted results. That is gold 1 and gold 2. If you go see, there is an increase in the diffuse level. The color is brighter one, okay, and nothing too strange here. And smoothing, max smoothing angle is 50, you know, and it's quite simple. No any fuzzy options or textures, not yet at least. Okay, and that is the result you get by ray tracing this, which is actually quite good. I mean, if you have reflections, the environment is all that matters, because a good reflection is actually a reflection of the environment, what you have built around. So that will show up in the while we go on and enrich our scenes. Okay, so that is what the part from last week looks like with the properties I've chosen. You can also look at last week's thumbnail on the YouTube video to see what that looks like. Okay. Anyway, so that is for last week's surfacing. Now we're cleaning the scene and we go back to modeler, and we will be modeling the ankle. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So I think I have, these are the draft, and these are the draft objects, but the objects from last week, what we need is we need the lower leg, the stage 4 of the lower leg there. Okay, so we focus here, and we need to have this cross section. So what we are going to be doing, I can show you on the camera. I don't know if that's we're going to be modeling this little guy here. Okay, maybe, yeah. Anyway, so let's see how we'll do that. So we change layer. Sorry, we change layer. We have layer 1. We have our lower leg in the background, and we can use this little guy here. So first of all, we let's create. Let's start with a rectangle again. There. And then here too. So let me see what I'm about to do. So if I there, so this is the basis. It's not a yes. So here I am choosing these 4 guys. Bevel, perhaps do a something like this. Yes, I think that is better. 0.8 here. Yep. Then bevel. What I want from the 6 surfaces, you know, I want only the 4 side ones. Okay, so I'm beveling. Let's see, that's too much. Undo. So I'm beveling, and I want, let me go here and see also. So I want to smooth out this. I want to smoothen this this angle here. Let me see if I can do it with bevel. So the inset will be 10 millimeters, or say 5 millimeters, and the shift shall be 5 millimeters as well. Then now I get this form here, which I don't really want. But there are remedies to that. We will fix that later. So first we go on with our beveling. And then let me bevel once more. And oh, no. Undo. Well, like 10. 10. Yes. And now what I want to do is keep the inset at 10, but the shift shall be at 5. There. Or I think this is what I want. Let me see now. No, let me. There, yes. Let's start with a 10-5, with a 5-10, and then going on with 10 and 2.5. There. That is great. Okay, now what we can do now, we see here that our shape has changed. So what we can do, we can, let's say, we can find the coordinates of this little guy here on the y-axis and say, okay, minus 2.58, and then select all these points, because you want them on the same height, minus 2.58, and activate not the move tool, but this set value tool. Okay, so minus 2.58 meters. Oops, sorry, undo. Undo. I think we forgot to change this. Yes. Okay. And the same goes for this one. We can choose this, select this, minus 2.7, and then minus 2.7, set value again, minus 2.7, and we have our you know, oh no, wait, let me flip that first. Yes. Or no, or maybe that was, yeah, that's the correct thing, the correct side. So if I want now to optimize my, which would be the correct way to do things, so let's say you can see here that there are some polygons here doing all these things. So you could just select this polygon, which is nine polygons, and do a unify. I think that was unify, polygon, unify. No, polygon merge. Yes, this is just great. Just and select now the lower part, the lower ones, and merge again. Great. Now I can also, as a precautionary measure, merge points. No points eliminated. But anyway, now I have the basis of my object. So what I did now, I can show you here on my. I haven't managed to digitize it yet, so I will just show you with a pencil. So what I did now, there, is that part. This is the part I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, let's see now. For the second part now, what I can do, I can bevel it, see what is how it will look like. Okay, so I'll just bevel in say my grid is 100 and I want bevel like 40. So let's go upwards 40 millimeters. And let's go in like inwards 10 millimeters. See what's going on, which looks great. That looks just great. Amazing. That's exactly what I wanted to do. It turned out great. I can do a close inspection here of the points. In case there is an overlapping polygon here, but no, they look great. They look very clean and tidy, and that's all that matters actually. And then we have, I can create a trapezoid. That trapezoid. So now we are here. Here. Now I'm here. I've made this one and this one. So now we'll do that shape. So I think I won't gonna be needing. Let me make another bevel just to smooth it out a bit more, just a bit. Okay, so insert 10, shift, let's say 5 again. There. That would do it. Now I can also check for overlapping points here, because sometimes beveling can do that. These polygons can, get mixed, and that can end up here, and that can end up here, and then you have to correct it manually. But I see there's no such danger right now. So I'll go ahead and go on. Start modeling the next part. So the next part will be, I can create a box that will be a trapezoid later. So let me do it here. That's good. There. Okay. So let me inspect. No, actually, we can do that later. We can do that later when we make the. Yes. So what we have here, I have a polygon here. I can see it's inside. What I'm most concerned with is that it is inside this one here. Okay. Inside this, so it is okay. And the same goes for here. I can actually center them. See here, there's a problem here. So let's go back that guy here and center it on the X and on the Z axis. X, Z axis. Don't worry about the Y yet. And the same goes for this. So X and Z. And now we can inspect it some more. Great. And there. So this is inside the this inner point here. So great. This is just great. So now I can take these points here and make an XZ stretching. So having selected stretch in the numeric requester, so I'm saying 0.9 on the X and 0.9 on the Z. And I have I think I should redo that. This is great. I think that is good. Yeah. Yep. That's what I want to do now. Okay, and now we're gonna see how that is going to fit here, which is going to fit just fine. And that is also the case for that. Let me no, I don't want that. What I want is this angle. This is like this is like 80 degrees. Let me see, 80. Yep, but I was just checking here if I can do that. And then let me see how that will look. Yeah, but no, I don't want that actually. There, quads, that could be, that's going to be quite small components, so I don't have to over-engineer that. Let's see what's missing here, and what I can do is I can smoothen out the top. Yes, I can bevel the top a bit. So let me see how that would look like. Okay, I think that's too steep, so I'll just go back and do an inset of 5. And yeah, and now do a 10. Yes, great. So that's good about that too. Merging any points just in case. And now I think everything is ready for Boolean, doing some Boolean operations. Union. actually cancel. Let me just keep the protocol and say, okay, union with that layer active. And here. There, and merge points. 4 points eliminated, and I'll just save that as 36 as the uncle stage 2. Stage 2, let's say. Okay. Uncle stage 2. Perhaps that little angle should be smoothed out as well. Let me do that too. There. So let me see how I can do that. I can move that a bit to upwards, or I can even actually let me move those points towards here. There. Yeah, something like that. And count here, measure. I see I have 4 millimeters to play with. And then, hi Anthony, welcome. So I have 4 millimeters here, so I'm going to smoothen out that gap and, you know, do a smooth transition from one geometry to the other before I join them. So this space is 4 millimeters, 4 millimeter long. Okay, so doing a let's bevel that and say, let's say that would be like 2 in 2 parts. The first part should be like 1 millimeter minus 1 millimeter because we're expanding. Yes. Let me go approach this. There. This is 1 millimeter. And I think, yeah, so the inset is minus 1, shift is 2. So I'll just raise that into, minus 2. Yes, great. I think that would do the trick. And then just to make sure that everything is going to be that this boolean is going to be correct, I'm just seeing how is that. No, they are exactly there. So then I'll just I'll just take that polygon and move it a bit. No, wait a minute. I see that's already there. Perhaps I'll just get the coordinates and compare them with the other polygon. So this is minus 2.535, minus 2.535. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, I think that qualifies. Minus 2.535. Minus, oh no, they are the same. So I have to move that just for us, just to be sure that the boolean is gonna be performed correctly. So I'll just move all this thing here. Say not much actually. So minus 0.1 millimeter. Yeah, so see, that is adequate for the boolean to be performed correctly. Okay, So going on, union, we don't need any extra objects, so this is union, and it performed flawlessly, I think. Yep. Great. So merging, 4 points eliminated. Okay. So that's also with the smoothing out here. Great. And saving that as ankle stage 3. No, this is stage 2. Stage 3, it's okay. Yeah, stage 3, because that was not here before. So now that we did that, we are going to see how that will fit in our previous in the lower leg, actually. Okay. Let's see now how that will. Actually, maybe I have to there, perhaps, and put it up here. I think that would be great. Yes. And also do some stretching here on this axis. 1.12. Oops, no. Let's do numeric. Yes, numeric input 1.12. Great. Save that again as ankle stage 3. Great. And now all I have to do is say, I don't need that anymore, say on this layer, okay, just observe and, no, sorry, here, observe and create, let's say there, let's say create the geometry for carving out the ankle, the ankle, I don't know. Okay, let us take there, perhaps there, let that come in. Yeah, just let it there. And then we have this point here, which is also good. What else do we need? Yeah, we need that to be 3-dimensional, of course. There, so that will carve out the whole object here. Let me see what I've done. No, that is not correct. But anyway, let us have the shape first, and then we can manipulate it as we see fit. Great. So this is the shape of the boolean that is going to be performed right in a bit. So we just have to make sure that what we want is going to happen. So yes, exactly. Going here, 1, 2, yeah, that's what that's why this is incorrect. There, that goes up. There, that goes up. And once more, and we get to resize that. Let's say with the center of here going. And yep, here. And then we take everything else existing here, and we want that plane to go under the end of the my previous object. So I'll just take that and get it over there. Okay, so we'll take that. Yeah, we're sure that that's the case, of course. We're saving that as angle stage 4 and changing the layer into our Boolean friend here. We're just making sure that that is what is going to happen. So we just inspect. We are inspecting the we're inspecting the cuts here. Let's say there. These around there. Oops. Yes. Okay. Once more. We can center it first on the z-axis. So I'm centering that on the z-axis. Great. And then see here what is the case with this. So I think I'm going to be needing to expand it a bit. So let's stretch that and do a Boolean reset 1.1. Undo. No, that was the z-axis I want to do. Yeah. Okay, let's say we are satisfied with that. So now I'm gonna taking that and this guy for doing a very nice Boolean of subtracting that. Amazing, great. Great. So let me merge the points, save that as stage 5, and see how that would look like. Wow. That would look amazing. Wait a minute. Let me see how here I'm going to be lowering that a bit. There. Okay. Going back, shifting that, and let's see. Okay. How does that look, Anthony? Great. So the only thing missing now, as I was explaining earlier, so this is the draft I've made. Wait, where are you? The draft, where's the camera? There. So this is what we are trying to design now. So the only thing is missing now is this. Okay. Approximately, you know. So let me save that once more. Stage 5. there, and delete that. We don't need that tool. And now what we are going to try is let me stop that because I'm getting dizzy. And try, yep, why not try one more boolean here. Okay, so object box, and let's say that should be there, I think. And I think it looks fine. I think that looks great. Let me see first if yep, just let me center that. X and on Z axis. Pretty nice. So by having both, this is yeah. Only thing I would like to do is smooth out these edges here. That would look much more professional, you know. Anyway, how can we do that? Let me see now how we can do that. And we can yes, can of course create may have some no, wait a minute. Yeah, why not? We can create some take this, for example. Take this as a copy, layer 4, paste. Okay. Then we can add some, let's say I'm killing the polygons first. Okay. Then I'm making some points here. There, let's say. And I'm adding 1 point here. And what I want to do is G there. Copy. Then I'm going here. I think that I can make it so. Okay, so now we did a copy. I rotated that to at 90 degrees, and then I pasted the primary point again. So now I have a clone only in another position. So now I'm going to see if these are aligned, because I want them aligned. I mean, I want them on the same Y coordinates. So that is what I have. It's on the grid. Great. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be mirroring those two. There. Okay, now I have a nice mirror here. And what I want an open curve to be here, to come here. Okay, what I'm going to do with that, G, let's see, and oh, how did that happen? Anyway, so you see, something's happening here. So I have my Where is my cursor now? Anyway, let me go to layouts and see if that can. No. Anyway, I'll just save that. Save that and say game. There. Template 1. Just for safety's sake. I'll just restart Lightwave to see if this will go away. Now I want that to template 2. There. Okay. Layout. Quitting. Bye bye Lightwave for now. And welcome back. Great. Now I have the cursor back. Probably some bug with click to front I have on my Workbench startup, but anyway. And what we are loading up now, we are loading up my lower leg. Here I have my ankle. Okay. And on 3 I had the template 1, and on 4 I had the template 2. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna be manipulating that point here. Let me see if I remove that. If I remove that, what's going to happen? That's going to happen. But if I kill that and do a 1, 2, 3, and let me add 1 point here, see how that is going to fare there. So if I make a curve, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see how that goes. No, that's not what I wanted. I want these to be straight. So I'll go ahead with my previous plan and do that there. I'll just fix that so I can actually make a polygon here. I can make a polygon here to have a guide and see if the curve here is what I actually wanted. Or I can, of course, use a disk or whatever, But let's use our curves here. So let's see here. I think that would be great there. Okay. Now I have these. Oops, something's going on there. Let me see. X 55. No, wait. The Z 20. No, that's nothing. Anyway. Okay. So I want these points on that side too. I'll just take them away and mirror them. Okay. Mirror those points, multiply, mirror on 0, kill everything. No, I mean, not kill them all. Oops, some mistake here. We're gonna fix that. No problem. Kill all polygons and curves, and move all these points. No, wait. Move all these points to x0, so with Control V, which is set value 0. And now what I want is, so that's what I'm trying to achieve is I want a smoother line here. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this, doing a curve, an open curve, make another open curve here. Great. Okay. Now I'm going to be selecting these curves, polygon, selecting these curves, and Control D for freezing them. Okay. So now you see what's going on. Now I have a very curvy, a point division that I can use by killing first the curve, the frozen curve, okay, and then selecting each point, selecting each point in turn. Take care, Anthony. Thank you for coming by. And going on. And doing that. And in the end, that's my object here. Okay. Flipping that. Great. So this now is only a matter of extruding that. Let's say 100 millimeters. So 100 millimeters. So we have exactly created what we wanted. I can actually unify that. These two polygons are not needed as two, so I can merge that too to optimize my object. Looks nice. And let's see the dimensions of that. Okay, so let's see here. That is almost what I want to do. Let me see. No, I want this and this. So that is my ankle. That's going to be great here. I can of course let me lengthen it a bit. So here, going here, and G. There, I think. And create something here, I think. Press once and then elongate it on the Z axis. Oops. 0.1. Let's see how that looks like. We can have a bit more if we want, if we wish to. Let me see. Or we can for here G as earlier, we can take it down a bit. There. Okay, this is like let's take it a bit more. There. This is like 4 millimeters. Again, okay. So let's do a smooth and nice bevel. Let's say, okay, so that's going to be coming upwards. Say 1 millimeter inset, -1 again, -1 millimeter. We're expanding, so, and 2 millimeters there. Okay. Let me see. No, I'm undoing that. Boolean -1 and shift is 3. Okay. Yeah, let's do some, let's say 3 stages. So -2 millimeter. Oops. No. 2. And in the end, -3 millimeters. Oops. -3 millimeter and 1. Very nice. Very smooth like. And we'll just, oops, sorry, undo. Deselect first and then move that towards here, which is, I think this is optimal. No, a bit more. No. There. So you want that so that the boolean won't fail. Okay, so now we have a smooth object. Looks great. Very professional, I think, in my opinion. So now that we've done that too, we're changing active layer. We just previewing what the final look is going to look like. And then we go ahead with the union add and merging point at the same time. Only 4 points. Strange. Yeah, that should be only 4 points anyway. And we're saving that for tonight until stage 6. And just let me front gear ankle. There. Create a something now. Anyway. Smooth that a bit and save as stage 6. Okay, so we created one more part in our geometry. One more component in our rigging. Okay, so next, I think, let's see the enhanced rigging now. Now we made the ankle, and the last part, which is going to be next week, I think we're gonna be finished with modeling. Will be the foot. Okay. So yeah, you can see here what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will be following the steps and create your own component for all of the rig. If you have any questions, feel free to email me here, muadib3d@gmail.com, or drop a comment in the Patreon page or in the YouTube channel, whichever is easier for you guys. And last but not least, of course, a shout out to the patrons that are supporting the channel, which is George Socanos Volcaro, Midwan, Yarla, Anthony Jarvis, GS, and Todd Chamberlain. Thank you all, guys, and keep on ray tracing. Bye bye.